against... Or on someone else, can I? Fuck.
If you do it on a rune, maybe.
Yeah, you can do it. Hang on.
That's my thing. I don't want to... Like, I've used quite a few runes so far, so...
You know, you will. The thing about rune crafting, and this is why runes are so broken, is essentially like that's why fans do it, like the tattoo focus kind of shit with the red wizards kind of stuff. They essentially it's spells that they can use, but it doesn't exploit their spells that they have. So you have been burning through spells, but the thing is, if you had created these runes and then rested, those runes would permanently stay. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So let's say I'm going to give you 3 remaining spells from here on out.
3 remaining spell runes? Alright.
Yeah.
Quickly, Oscar, all of a sudden his thumb is bleeding again. And right on Cicero's chest, I do it all. A Rado rune. So basically a giant R on his chest. And
okay.
Rolling.
Which one does Rado grant? What is Rado?
It's haste.
Oh, okay. As you write the rune on him, you don't feel anything, Oscar, or not Oscar. You don't feel anything, Cicero, but you feel like he's just kind of like blessing you. Maybe it's like a dwarven thing, cleric thing, religious thing. You don't know. You just kind of thank him.
Okay, I nod, and I'm gonna move back to this corner.
Dwarven runes do require me to say the rune word to cause the power, so there is an echo through the close hall. Rado.
Roll, actually. You don't hear anything other than the standard dew in the cave and stuff like that.
Alright, I put Fiona up against this wall.
Which wall?
This wall. And no, not at the doorway on the wall. I just rest you there as I get up next to Cicero. And I just look pointedly at him as if, what's happening?
I hold up 3 fingers, and then I point down the hallway, and then I hold a finger up to my lips.
I nodded him, and then yes. Okay, I put a hand on the corner, and then I sprint around it.
I follow.
Okay.
I come to here, and I make an attack before combat starts.
And then Cicero, you also get an attack too. So which one? You can attack either the.
I'll attack the orange one.
Okay. Go ahead. Where you do hit?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, we forgot to do the critical damage. So essentially, we'll just double it. That'll be 18. So immediately, you guys run up, and as these 2 things are sitting there talking, even before they can even realize what just happened to them, there's a sword cutting one in half, where the other one is literally just imploded from the sword that literally just runs up and just literally just skewers it as he just as the one orc just is taken back, almost staggers back as it trips almost and slips on the blood and lands, cracking its head against onto the stone as blood begins to trickle out of all of their heads.
Beautiful.
I gotta fix that real quick. Great swords are ×2, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so down 1 second. Where is Cicero? So fix that real quick.
My cloak simultaneously falls off, and so do my shitty ear appendages.
There we go. Alright, so as the gnome things kind of fall off as you kind of hit them, as you come down more, you see that this is a human, clearly.
I shrug because I had already assumed that since they were kicking him out of the city.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just like I said. You can see his true nature now. More Drip, as you kind of sit there looking at her, you just hear a shing, and then silence.
Oscar just kind of laughs to himself because he knows what happened. I mean, he's a badass rune caster. He knows what he did.
Alrighty.
Morty, as you begin to approach the gate. Okay, as you begin to approach the gate, you begin to approach the gate. Something kind of, or door, more so, you notice Cicero kind of like enters almost into I'll say a stance essentially, but something a little more.
I'm poised.
Yeah, like you seem like he's just focused on that door. As you can see, the door is a big rune, but the thing is, you can see it's a man holding. It's a human holding like a figurine, holding looks to be like an orb of sorts, but it's like towards his chest.
Yep.
As you can see there, and then you can see the human isn't just a normal guy. He has two other sets of arms, one holding like an orb above him, and then another orb, and the two other hands holding a sword, and another one holding a looks to be like a.
Is this in the room?
No, that's on the wall. That's on the wall on the door.
Alright.
I put a hand on the door.
Okay. As you do it, you can literally feel the magic entity pulling and pushing on this.
I
pulsating almost.
I put a slight amount of tension on my hand, pushing into the door. Does the door feel like it can be pushed open?
It does. As you kind of push on it, it's heavy, but
okay. I just want to know if it's
you definitely need to push on it with like your whole body, but it's like you definitely like when you move it, it feels like it wiggles a little bit.
Is it loud as I continue to push it?
Very smooth.
All right, I'm going to continue to slowly push it. I'm assuming it's a double door.
Yes.
Okay, I'm only pushing the side I'm closest to.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I get it about 8 inches open, I reach into my bag and I pull out one of my mirrors.
Okay.
And then I would like to examine the inside of the room.
Alright, so essentially you're still in the room. You're still back there, but you're essentially your character's right there, but you are here. So you can see that. As you open up and look around, you notice that you can see like this. Well, like I said, you see this strange altar. You can't really see what's inside the altar, except there are these two podium things on the side of it. Almost looks like, kind of like, rather large thing, and you can see there's some utensils of sorts that seem to be scattered across it. However, you just see a big bowl, kind of like a step leading up to it, but nothing else in the room. The room is very spacious almost, as you notice that the ceiling is very well risen and is a very nice dome, and you can see on top of it that there are these, like a mural of sorts on top of it. And it looks weird because as you look at it, you notice that the mural is like half done or like half eroded or something like that, but you notice that this doesn't seem to have been disturbed. This doesn't seem to have been touched by anything.
I like this. Let's get some more snaps.
Oh, snap! Thank you very much.
Alright, specifically the floor.
When I come into the club, step aside.
The floor seems... Perception? Yeah, the floor looks rather clean. Very clean, actually. Especially because of the fact that you notice that like nothing's treaded here. However, as you look at it, you do notice right here on this wall and here on this wall, like, alright, I'll just do this because it'll be a million times better.
Hold on one sec. So you're telling me, Morty, you just now followed me?
Yes.
You were my moderator, you bastard.
These squares right here, you can see that these plates have a little bit of a slope to them. They're indented.
Alright, I am going to open the door the rest of the way after placing my mirror back inside. And then I am going to enter the room after opening both doors.
Morty, are you following?
I won't follow, but I'll stand in the doorway and keep my shield raised.
Okay. So essentially, you'll be right there, Morty, because you're standing on the other side, so you can kind of see into it, but not walk. Okay, so I gotta figure out how the door system works, but the lighting system works pretty well.
I'll at you, boy. I'll at you, boy. Thank you very much, Cremius. You rock, man. Thank
You
you.
notice the indents in the floor. I pointed them out. I'm going to... Let's investigate even more.
As you go into it a little bit more, you notice that the plates have already been pushed in. And as you realize it, you kind of come to the conclusion that if there was a trap of sorts, it would have already been triggered.
Alright, so the pressure plates that have already been pushed in though, right?
Yep.
Both of them, I'm assuming, are identical.
As you like how. Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna approach the altar now.
As you kind of walk up to the altar, you do notice in the bowl there is a pile, it looks to be a human or a corpse of sorts, of bones, in kind of like a fetal position, laying in this large open hole, or pot, essentially. And holding it in is this cradling, it looks to be almost like a strange, square, silver-looking device in his hand.
Alright, I slapped Fiona to wake her up with my heated palm.
No, Fiona's awake. She's at 1 HP.
Oh,
Morty saved her.
I didn't know she was awake. I thought she was still unconscious.
No, she's just sitting there holding her wound because she almost got a whole sword stabbed through her entire body.
Okay. Okay, I guess I don't slap her. I help her up.
Fiona, you kind of stand weakly as you kind of stand up. Fiona, do you roll me a health thing? Do you know how to do that or no?
Nope.
Okay. So you're going to take half, but go to your character sheet,
Okay.
go to core stats, and then you're going to click wherever rogue is, bard, cleric, druid, rogue, monk thing, and your hit die, and you're going to heal for half of that. So you heal 3 hit points as you've been resting.
I think I found the shiny that the orcs were talking about.
What is it?
I'm not sure, but it has quite the presence.
It has a very, very, very strong natural aura to it. Like, ungodly. And
Tell me in detail.
You want a very good detail? This device is literally almost oozing, as you can almost see the thick, vigorous, magical powder oozing from it into the air as it fills it as a thick mist. You can smell it. This thing is what has been emanating the magical power. There's still other magical around in the area. You can tell there are other artifacts and other magical items here, but this right here is something. It is literally oozing with divination magic. It is like something here. This is a divination device. An amulet of sorts, perhaps, a phylactery or something. But this has the same equivalent magical power of a greater magical item, which you have never even sensed since the beginning, essentially, I would say.
Safe to touch.
Yes. I'll say with a critical yes. You can definitely tell it's safe. It's controlled.
I grab it off the altar.
Okay. As you reach down and grab the thing, the hand of the bone of the rotten corpse kind of hold on to it before you kind of twist it and yank it. When you hold it up, it looks essentially like a piece